Gumball Adventures here. Happy gumballing. We're going to take a moment to go over a couple things. I've been watching the chat on several subjects, and one of the subjects in particular is when I watch someone new getting into the game of the gumball business. One of the questions that pops up quite a bit is, what machine should they get? Should they get brand new? Should they get used? I'm going to tell you, just from my own personal experience, I'm not a professional by no means. I don't have any ties to anybody. No one's paying me to say anything. I'm just giving you my own personal opinion. That's all it is. But after dealing with a lot of machines, there's a couple of questions you need to ask yourself before you buy a machine and place it. First question is, how easy do I want to fill the machine up? And you got to think about that one. It's not something that's pretty straightforward. Certain machines require a lot of extra actions. I'll give you a case in point here. U-turns. You take in the 4-way U-turn anyway, and the 8-way U-turn. If you buy one of those 8-way U-turns, 8 candy canisters, you're going to be there for a while trying to fill this thing up. Not to mention, you're going to dump a lot of product into it, and a lot of that product's going to go to waste. It's not really an ideal machine anymore, in my personal opinion. It's not worth it. The 4-way is still okay, but it has its own pros and cons. Filling it up is not a big deal. You just take and screw take the key, take the top lock out, pop the cap off. All 4 canisters are facing you. You can take and just pour right in each one. Put the cap back on, tighten it up, you're good to go. Rhino, same thing, center lock. Oaks, you can get through the top. Triple Shop XLs, single key, pop the lid, fill all 3 canisters at once. Filling them is not a big deal, but certain ones are faster than others. I like low effort filling. I want to be able to get into a shop and out of a shop pretty damn quick. That's my own personal preference. The second thing you want to ask yourself is, how quickly do you want to access your money? I'm going to tell you right now, there's some machines out there, Rhino specifically. Rhino specifically has a key feature in the back where you can take and like the Triple Shop XLs, you hit the key, you can move the back door out. You got 3 cash drawers right there you can pull out, and once you pull them out, you get your money. That's it, done deal. You can dump them, be on your way, nobody's none the wiser. You're in and out, gone. The U-turn, in order to get your money, you have to pop the cap, you have to take and pull all 4 canisters off, and then you got to dig around in this thing for what seems like ever. Now, it does have some trays in there, but unless you've got small hands, they are really difficult to navigate inside there without spending a lot of time. It's awkward as hell, and it's a pain. It really is a pain to work with. And then once you get your money out of it, you got to make sure that everything lines up perfectly again once you're ready to go again. It's crazy. It's the craziest thing. So U-turn is great, but it's bad for that feature. They should have had cash drawers in there where you could take an access from the side. Would have made so much more sense. But that's where they missed that opportunity to make that right. Rhinos, well, I love the cash. They got an option where you can access your money from the top and then pull the feature, but they've also got a cash drawer that you got a separate key for that you can unlock and pull this little drawer out, dump your money, put the drawer back in the bottom, in and out. Man, it is so smooth. It is probably the best thing that they did. I wish all machines had that feature, because that's a perfect machine to me. Oaks, Acorns, Vistas, Northwesterns, that don't have the cash register, you got to do the single screw at the top, pop the lid, pull the damn globe off. You have to pull the base off, and then scrape your money in the back while not spilling any candy. It's doable. Those are the most common machines out there right now, but it takes an extra 2 or 3 minutes to do that, to get your money. Plus, it looks awkward when you're sitting there trying to scoop your money out, and you don't really want to do this in public. You don't really want to do this at the counter or let the customers watch you do it. It's a pain, but you know, it's a necessary evil to have to go through all that. So that's something that when you buy these machines, you got to keep that in mind. You got to make sure that that's what you want to do. And a lot of people won't tell you this. You find out on the job. So I'm sharing that with you right now. So research the machine that you're buying, everything about it, how to load it, how to empty it, how to turn the wheels, how to take it apart, put it back together again. You really, before you buy a machine, before you buy anything, you really need to watch videos on everybody who's got these machines and see how they operate them and how quickly and easily it is to get in and out. You don't want to buy a used machine that's going to be a pain in the ass later on. And a lot of those machines are. There's a lot of machines that they hang up. Coins get stuck. They just got all these trivial details about them that you don't know about until you experience them. And you will experience them. I guarantee you, you will. Now, I've personally, because of all those experiences that I've had with the machines that I've got, I only really buy one machine now. I buy the Triple Shop XL. I love the drawer. I love the access to it. There's probably maybe one con to it, but it's not enough to make me not buy it. And if you got it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But the ease of use and the ability to get your money and get out is the greatest overall feature for this thing, not to mention the fact that it's all metal and sturdy. I'm buying them constantly now. I don't buy anything else. The only other one that I get is a Rhino XL with a cash drawer for the single gumballs. Instead of a double or a triple, I get the single gumballs, and then I'll get the Triple XL. Those two right there are my go-tos now from here on out. So that's the option number 3. If you're going to buy machines, make sure that you stick with a brand. Don't buy all over the place. Don't spend a lot of time on Facebook Marketplace and looking for like great deals and then buy like 1,000 different machines. It's too many different keys, too many different locks, too many things you got to keep track of. Now you can do it, but I'm telling you right now that even if it looks like a good deal, chances are there's something wrong. Some people just want to get out from under them, which brings me to number 4, U-turns. It's been my experience and it's my opinion. I'm not trying to mess with anyone else's game. U-turns are okay. They're okay. They're not great. They are not great at all. But they are, when you're just starting out, they're okay to learn with. Because there's so many things about the U-turn that I don't like, especially when I'm trying to dig my money out of it, and the plastic mechanisms. But that's a different video that I've already covered 100 times over. But the reality is that you'll notice that whenever someone is new to the game and they're coming into it and they're looking to buy machines, I swear to you, within 10 to 15 minutes, there's going to be a post with somebody saying, "You're doing great, get in there. Yeah, by the way, I've got 50 of these machines you can buy right now. I give you the best deal ever." You got to think real hard why they've got 50 to give you right then and there. And it's almost always U-turns. There's 100 of them sitting in a warehouse somewhere. I've got 100 of these sitting somewhere. I got 90 here and I'll sell them to you at $25 a piece. And it's always the 8-ways or the 4-ways, but the 8-ways pop up all the time. And these people will give you like, "I got a great deal to give you like right now." Stop and listen to what they're telling you, because there's always something they're not telling you in that same statement. I always wonder why, when somebody has a great deal, what's the back end? What are you not telling me? What's the obvious thing you're not telling me at this point? And I don't want you to get burned. I don't want you to have to go through all the headaches that I've got. Now, having 1 or 2 U-turns, not a big deal. As long as it's in a place that you can manage and it's not in the way and it's not openly, in the direct contact with people, I mean, like people that work there, to where they can stare at you when you're working on it, then it's okay. But you really want a machine that's your go-to machine that you can access quickly, put your candy in quickly, get your money out quickly, wipe it down quickly, and then get out quickly. You don't want to hang around. You really don't. Unless you're utilizing the business that this candy machine is in, get in and get out. Because you want to be kind of a blur. Hi, how you doing? I'm just here to wipe it down, clean it up, fill it up, and get you going again. Thanks a lot. Appreciate your business. Doing great today. Have a great one. And then go. Just go. And move on to your next one. It's cut and dry like that. But that's the goal. You got to remember that your time is also money, and you don't want to spend a lot of time doing this, because then you got to add that into all your other expenses, your travel, your gas, candy expenses. But your time is the most important. You don't sell yourself short. Your time is valuable. Time is the one resource no one's getting back. There is no refund on time. So anything that makes your life easier, that's the gumball machines that you need to concentrate on. And that's the business model you should have. So my go-tos, just to recap: easy to put the money in, take the money out of, easy to get your candy in, easy to get your candy out of it. I like the triple XLs, again, for those features alone. But, you know, and you probably have your own go-to. Maybe you don't mind spending an extra minute or two trying to get your Acorn and Oak Vista and whatever. And that's fine. It's all personal style. But as long as your machines are looking good and working, it doesn't matter what you use. I just have my own personal favorites now because I like to get in and get out, because I got to service so many. So that's all I got to say. And I hope that this helps you, especially when you're going to buy machines. The only other thing I was going to tell you, and I've already covered it before in a previous video, but if you're starting out, there's thought where you should get used or new. If you don't know the business is for you, or you don't get ready to commit to it, then get a used one. That way you can see what you're getting into. If you know if you're jumping in head over heels and you're going in feet first and you want to get in there and get started fast, get a new one. Get a reliable, get a new one. That way at least you know you're starting out at the gate fresh, and you won't have any headaches until way later on when you got to do some repairs. Because that repairs, it's not when, or it's not if, it's when. You're going to do some repairs. I'm just saying. I mean, if we're being honest with each other, you're going to do a lot of repairs. But new machines, you don't have to worry about as much. So yeah, do your research, do your due diligence, and you'll do great. You will do a great job at this, I swear to you. Just keep your eyes open at all times. Anyway, this Phil, happy gumballing, and have a great day.